Highguard. It's over. It never even began. It was never going to work. Developers, just stop. Just stop. Okay? You're going to publish something yourself. Do it yourself. Make what you wanted to make. Make it yourself. I got a feeling you didn't want to make a multiplayer live service revenue gambling corporate slop simulator. I got a feeling you didn't. I got a feeling you weren't thinking about that when you were 10 years old. I have a feeling you were thinking about this. Or you were thinking about this. Okay? Make the game. Make it cheap. It has to be cheap. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about time. Player investment. Okay? Whether or not you're gonna have to convince a player to bring other players along. Okay? The social cost and cringe cost of playing something that's going to fail. It's costly. Even a free game costs in that way. Okay? You're competing for time, hard drive space, which we have none of now.
Last time I did this, Big Bang Theory was on. Now, freaking Young Sheldon is on.
This game was competing with this game. Okay? This is what they're not understanding. This game competed with this game. When you beat this game, you could play this game. Okay? It's different now. Highguard, which was just announced to be canceled over finito, Highguard is competing with these games. You see the difference? The past is expanding. The future is receding. This game and this game, when you bought them, you put them in your GameCube, in particular, and you beat them, and then you moved on. They were not competing for your hard drive space. They were competing for money. Highguard is competing for your time. You don't have any time left. You're busy. Okay? Highguard has to be perfect, and perfect is not enough because we're competing with so many other free-to-play games. Free-to-play, live service, what have you. What are they playing now? Arc Raiders? Something like that? Fortnite? What did I just say? The past is getting bigger. Highguard was competing with something from over 10 years ago. Once they succeed, the tiny chance they succeed, tiny, they're around basically forever. So I know I'm a developer. I'm passionate about video games. I want to develop a new free-to-play live service game. Sound fun? Let me translate that for you. I'm an aspiring artist. I started drawing 6 months ago. I'm going to compete directly with the Mona Lisa. I could say I'm making this live service game, or guess what? I'm making a new indie Metroidvania. Whoa! You have to know the battle you're fighting, okay? And know the developers are not innocent. Yes, the executives are gambling. This is gambling. We know the chance isn't zero. We know it's not zero. If we pump $200 million into this game, there is a chance we're going to make infinite money forever. Okay? Developers who are stupid get taken for a ride over and over and over and over again. Okay? It's that simple. I'm not going to say, oh, developers are innocent. No. Drug dealer, drug taker. Okay? They need both of them. The illegal transaction occurs when both are there. We need the stupid developers, and we need the annoying gambling investors, /executives, /publishers. Okay? Highguard was never going to work. Although it may not be exactly never. And that's slim chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Let's work backwards. Marathon, Highguard, Concord. Remember Battleborn? Remember Fair Games? What was that one that Sega canceled? Hyenas? It's over. It is over. There is too many good, free-to-play, online, live service games that are operating now that have already hoovered up everyone's time. This is a multiplayer game. Back in the day, remember, I'm gonna pull something out of the past for you. Remember the show Lost? It was very, very popular in the 2000s. A lot of people swore off Lost once they kind of realized it was never going to conclude in a convincing and satisfying way. Okay? Who was that made X-Files? Was that Chris Carter? I think they used to also call this the Chris Carter effect because people also blame this on X-Files. X-Files was Lost kind of before Lost. People realized that these plots weren't going anywhere. There was no point in getting invested. People blame the failure of Firefly on that effect, actually, if you go back in time and look at it. Why would I get involved in this show, Firefly in this instance, if I know it's not going to be resolved before it's canceled? Highguard, around for 60 days. Concord, around for what, 2 weeks? Maybe they knew. Oh, I'm going to get invested in this new free-to-play / live service multiplayer shooter, hero shooter game. Awesome. Now I got to get my friends involved. It's not just me they have to convince. They have to convince me to convince my friends to give up their precious, precious hard drive space to install this garbage that's not going to be around for a month. And I have to get them to play it, and when it inevitably fails, I'm left holding the bag on that one. Don't I have egg on my face? Burn everything. It's over. This is the end. Salt the ground so nothing can grow. Moving on. The people who proposition these developers to do this are fine. They're okay with this gamble. They're okay with the gambit. They're okay with, what's $400 million when there's a 0.05% chance we're going to make it $10 billion over the next 10 years? Of course they're going to do it. Okay, developers, if any of you are smart, don't fall for it. Just don't do it. Okay? Make something yourself. We had such a good time. We're so glad that you came with us on this journey. We can't wait for you to get into the world of Highguard. You have to make something people have never seen before. You have to make something that in one frame catches people's attention. That single frame you show them has to be completely crazy. One frame theory, we're going to call it. One frame. You've heard of the first 5 minutes of a movie getting people invested? No. This is after TikTok. This is after YouTube Shorts. You have to get them in one freaking frame. Okay? What's your new game? One frame challenge. Can you pass it? If not, you're stupid. Okay? You're stupid. That's that. Or, by some miracle, you've made good games before. There's a chance that can help you, but there's a chance it's not. Because not all experience is good experience, and chances are the developer, those people that made that your favorite game from when you was a child, they're not still there, Retro. Do you hear me? I don't want to see it again. Marathon, I don't want to see you doing this again. You listen to me, you listen to videognome, okay? And yes, the top of this cone hit the ceiling 1,000 times today before I recorded this video. These two video games are from the year 2002. Hopefully this video looks like it's from 2002. Gnome out.